Hello! Welcome guys to the first official unboxing that you're seeing of mine, like forever. And we have a special little package that I got today, which is pretty freaking awesome. So excited for it, and I was so excited for it to come because I was watching the tracking number on FedEx and I was like, it's in Hawaii. Now it's in Australia. Yay! But this is the control, and I almost dropped it. But this is the control I've been using over the past few years that the 360 has been out. You know, I've customized it over the years and it's served me very well. I love it to bits. It's awesome. And I'll probably still use it, or I'll probably use it for when my mates come over. But in this box holds the awesomeness of awesomeness. Oh, you guys want to see it? You guys want to see it? You guys want to see it? Open the fucking box, damn it! Okay, after that long battle, we finally got the box open, which is pretty awesome. But here we go. So, what's in the box? In the box. What's in the box today? Da-ba! Oh my god, what is that? What is that? What is that? It's a controller? Yo guys, what's going on? My name is Sage, and today we're going to be going over the Scuf gaming control. What you just saw at the start was like a minute cameo or a minute, you know, skit that I came up with or that I saw and thought it would be a really cool and little funny idea to do. So we're actually going to go over this control, and right now I'm outside, so you might hear quite a bit of background noise because right now it's like 11:30 at night and my parents and all that are asleep, so, you know, needed somewhere to record, and my Minecraft episodes didn't work out today. So anyway, I think one of the lights just blew, but we got flash. So I've had this control for about 2 weeks now. So that recording was taken when I first ever actually got the control, and it was a really giddy moment. It was awesome. But I've had it for 2 weeks now, and I can really tell you guys in depth, you know, how this controller is and if it's a good controller and all that. And I'm going to be telling you the 100% truth with this controller. So basically, what we're going to do now is we're going to just basically run through the control, and it might take a few, maybe 10 minutes or something like that. We're going to run through everything about this control. So basically, first thing we've got is the box. The box is really slick design. It's something like you get from Razer or something of that caliber, you know, something really expensive. And as you can see, I've got a bit of freaking grease on it because of this bloody table. But yeah, the box is really nice. It's nicely packed and you know, nice colouring, you know, real bold letters, so you definitely know it's a Scuf gaming controller. Got their website, and right here it says Professional Controller for Xbox 360. Now the reason why it says Professional Controller for Xbox 360 is because these controls are MLG approved, EGL approved, and all that type of stuff. So you're allowed to use these at tournaments and all that type of stuff. It's really good that they don't class them as a modded controller. But some people don't like them because, you know, they reckon they are modded and all that stuff. Granted they are, but, you know, you can't go on, you know, and say you're not allowed to use them at MLG or Cybergamer or whatever the hell game battles. So basically we're going to get out of the box here. Like I said, really sleek design. It's really nice and clean. It's really something you get from high caliber sales people and all that type of stuff. Really something that it's just something good, you know. It looks good as. So basically we've got the box. It's matte black, and it's got this nice little, it's nice and flush. It's a really nice box. So basically we're going to open this up. Just before we open this up, I want to tell you guys that I have indeed customized my control. So I've went against the void, and if you actually customize a control, you know, you can't send it back, and that's completely fine with me. I'm okay with spending another $120 for one of these babies anyway, so let's get to it. As you can see, when you open up the box straight away, you have an instruction manual. Now I'm not going to show you the controller straight up, I'm just going to show you the instruction manual. So basically what this says is you've got an Allen key. The Allen key looks something like this. It's really small, and it is used to unscrew triggers at the top, and I will go into detail of those very shortly. But it's a really cool feature. It's awesome, and but yeah, this controller is really easy to actually set up. So right now we're going to show you the actual controller. So this is my Scuf gaming controller. As I said, this is indeed customized. I was looking on their website and the Yin Yang White was actually sold out, so I went off with the intention of getting an FPS Pro and buying some, you know, moderately cheap parts off of eBay and customizing it myself. It all up set me back around about, for the parts itself, the white front and black buttons, set me back around about, I don't know, $30 plus postage. It was pretty good, you know. I did some bargain hunting on all that type of stuff, but you know, you can also get these parts off of Evo controls and all that type of stuff, but you know, until then. So we're actually going to take the controller out right now. Whoops, just dropped it. As you can see, real nice foam. You know, you can always, it's really good if you want to travel with your controller, so you can just put it straight back in the box. As you can see, I've got the wired controller, and this is sort of messed up right now. We're just going to unravel the cable a bit. Alright, so this is my control. It's got black buttons. As I said, it's the Yin Yang White edition. I couldn't change the triggers because of the trigger stops, but that doesn't really bother me. So basically, the difference between this and a normal controller is that the Scuf gaming controller really helps you with keeping your fingers on the thumbsticks, so you don't have to press A, B, X, Y or something like that. Now the basic way how they do this is basically they have a couple of buttons at the back hidden by these pads that have Scuf Gaming on it, which I really reckon is a cool little feature. Now these actually fit really well when you're holding in the control, and you can hit them quite easily. They do make quite a big clickety-clackety noise, but you know, nothing too harsh. And as you can see, here's where that sticker was saying Scuf Gaming approval or seal of approval. I actually had to take that off because I wanted to customize my controller and to unscrew that. So if you don't want to really customize yours, then I guess I would fork out a bit of money to get a already customized one. But like I said, they didn't have the one I wanted, so I just went out and customized mine. I hope they don't hate me for that, but so basically this controller is based around a few, maybe, yeah, 4 modifications to the controller. Now the other 2 modifications, apart from the back paddles, as you can see, have a little screws, another couple Allen key screws sticking out of the trigger. Now this makes it so, you know, when you pull in the trigger, it stops. It doesn't go all the way in, and you have quicker response times on the aim in and the shooting button for FPS. Now as you can see, well, like I was talking about the Allen key before, the Allen key here is basically used to loosen up the actual triggers itself. So you can actually go about your way and adjust these yourself. I don't actually have this one quite low down, but you can actually get it to where it doesn't move at all, but it's a really stupid idea to do that because you won't be able to play any games. So basically I loosened mine off because I find I can press it faster with it loosened off, but the aiming trigger in, I've got it actually quite low. As you can see, it's actually quite low. I'm going to loosen this one up for you because I can adjust them quite easily. They're really easy to adjust and really versatile. So as you can see, that's moving. If you look at it really slowly, you can see it move. I might not be doing it any justice right now. Yeah, see, you can see it move. It's clearly moving, and now you can't press that in at all. But you can a little bit, but yeah. Okay. So that's basically the triggers itself. That was my next door neighbour just slamming his door. But yeah, the triggers and the paddles. Now, I got my paddles stock standard, you know, tuned, and that's blinding you. Lol. I got my paddles stock standard tuned, which this one here is A, and that one's B. Now the reason why I do this is because I already play on tactical and I'm already used to it. So, you know, if you're a COD player, you know what tactical is when you press this to actually crouch and prone. But this is knife. Now, see, the whole thing I had about this is I can't panic knife. Like, I can't turn and panic knife sort of thing. It's a bit risky and you usually lose knife fights quite often. So I actually had this program to B, so if I have had to, I just had to turn and knife. This also helps a lot with zombies and, you know, with knifing somebody that might be behind you or something like that. It really does help. Now the other one is A. Now the reason why I chose this one to be A is quite simply because the same reason. I don't want to, you know, look to my left and jump, because otherwise you only get like this much of a rotation. You won't be able to look all the way around to turn on somebody. It really helps with turning on somebody. So you can turn around and click the A button, turn around and click, and then you basically jump and do a full 180, and it's absolutely awesome to do that. So basically, that's the features that I can talk about, is the trigger stops and the A buttons. Now you can basically get these programmed to any, you can basically get them programmed to any button you want, whether it be the actual thumbstick clicks, the start buttons, back buttons, the bumpers, the triggers. You can get them programmed to absolutely anything. Now the only con about that is that you can't actually reprogram them, so you have to really know what you're going to, you know, be using the controller for, what game you're going to be using the controller for, before you order it, because otherwise you'll have to send it back and get it reprogrammed, which might cost you a little bit. I don't know yet. So that's basically it, guys. That's the controller. There's also a bunch of features you can get. You can also get t-shirts, dog tags, and all that type of stuff when you're ordering your Scuf control. I think they do give you a bit of discount when you order that stuff with your controller. What I also got is the dome thumbstick on my right thumbstick, which is my aiming thumbstick. Sorry. And this is just really good to aim in. You know, it's really smooth turning, it's perfect, it's awesome. I used to be a PlayStation player, so, you know, this is quite natural for me, but, you know, I got rid of my PlayStation and bought an Xbox, and, you know, don't hate me, but, yeah. So that's basically it, guys. That's a Scuf gaming controller. They're really good controls if you want to, you know, find a modified controller that might amp up your gameplay. It might make you worse, it might make you good. What works for somebody may not work for you, so, you know, you really gotta take the chance. You know, if your friend maybe wants it, you could just give it to him for his birthday or something like that if you don't like it. But, okay. So basically, I'm going to get into the pros and cons of this control while I just pack it up, which is really easy to pack it up because just everything fits so perfectly within each other. Look at that, look at that. So basically, while I'm going to be just showing you the controller right here, the pros and cons about this control, I shouldn't have actually put it back in there, but I'll take it out in a second. So the pros and cons. The cons are that indeed you only have the chance to program these when you order the controller. So you really have to have a clear in-mind state what you want these to be programmed as. If you screw up, you know, bad luck. Thanks, car. Arsehole. But so yeah, you really got to know what you want those programmed as, and if you screw up, you know, bad luck. Another thing is, if you're like me and you make a lot of YouTube videos and you play Call of Duty and Minecraft on console, these are absolutely annoying as hell, because what I have to do is I have to actually unplug my Scuf control and plug in my other controller for Minecraft episodes and all that type of stuff, because these will not allow you to, you know, attack things or, you know, put blocks down or anything in Minecraft, which is actually quite annoying, but you know, it was my fault for doing that, but you know, what can you do? So that's basically, I mean, the cons about this, there's not so many cons as there is pros. Pros, there's so much about it, you know, you don't have to try and adapt to a different controller shape, which is not another one of the pros. Like, so controller shape is the exact same as a normal controller, so it's not like the Razer Onza where you have like the sharp downhill spike at the top of this part where you can, you know, you can hit your finger on and it'll hurt you. But you know, it's just a natural feeling control. The paddles are really strategically placed to, you know, be in the right positions where your hand usually sits. And that's basically it, guys. That's the Scuf control. It's really good control. I recommend it to anybody at all. The trigger stops are amazing for FPS shooters, which I'm a competitive player, so you know, they work really well for online. The thumbsticks, you know, this is awesome. I love this thumbstick. I was actually going to buy a PlayStation control and just rip it apart and you take that one out and, you know, swap them over. I reckon for the future, what they should be able to do is also include their own faceplates, like Evil Controls, but, you know, just call it Scuf Pro faceplate or something like that, and have 4 individual buttons for the actual D-pad. That'll be amazing, and that would be one of the best ways to improve this control, since there is basically no way to improve this control. It's awesome. So that's basically it, guys. That's a Scuf gaming control. You know, as you can see, I'll just give you one more look at it. It's a really neat control. It's amazing, and yeah, it's just an awesome control. I'm really happy with the outcome of it. And right now, I guess I'll go into a little bit of zombie gameplay where you guys can watch my hand movements and watch the gameplay as well. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Alright, peace out.